We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
That feels so good. That's more like it. The adoration of the fans. That's what I'm talking about. The fans.
Welcome back, fans.
It's you know what? It's really a shame that the people on the YouTube channel can't hear the music that we play. Because I don't know. It's sort of like binds the show together. You know, it's really messed up.
I have to figure out maybe some type of compilation with some of maybe our greatest moments with some of our supporting music.
Yeah, because you guys, when we cut it, if you don't know, if you put something on YouTube with music that obviously is not your own, they will blank out the audio for the entire channel. I mean, for the entire segment. So we have to cut all of these breakaways out. But unless you watch it on sdworldvision.com, there's pretty much there's got to be a workaround.
Yeah, we'll figure
out because we're choosing some.
Or we could just put up I could put together a video and just put it on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. You're right. There's will. Right. When there's a will, there's a way.
Speaking of Facebook, thank you, Amber from Washington.
Oh yeah, Amber.
For your article, as you said.
That's the old porn music.
Yeah.
Amber, wait a second. What kind of? You're right. That is straight up 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, it's old school porn too.
Horror movie with the dude with the big beard and the Luigi from the Mario Brothers video games mustache with the mad chest hair.
Yeah. And the big prominent bush.
Yeah. Oh wow, the big crazy fro.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much. And for everyone out there, she sent that to Facebook at Insanity Check. You can also reach us at Facebook 12 on the YouTube. That is our channel. And send us any messages you'd like at Facebook 12. I'm sorry. Yeah, Facebook 12. Facebook 12 on Twitter. Insanity Check 12 on Twitter and Insanity Check Radio on YouTube.
Stupid's fucking.
Like you said, it's hot, man. It's hot. Rain is melting. Anyway, Skillet Sauce found a wonderful article. This is you guys are gonna love this, and I touched on we touched on the religious weirdos last week, and here again is the act of lunatics, insanity lunatics. Apparently, some students in Louisiana are being taught that the Loch Ness Monster. Where? Louisiana. I'm trying to make the Louisiana people feel at home.
Okay. So Louisiana.
Yeah.
Louisiana. Yeah. You Louisianans.
Those, you people. Y'all are being taught that the Loch Ness Monster over in Scotland is real, and not taught by Jim Bob Jack on a fireplace way out in the countryside. This is what's happening in your schools.
It's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Thousands of students across the state are eligible to receive publicly funded vouchers to allow them to attend private Christian schools where textbooks published by Accelerated Christian Education, the ACE, claim the monster, that would be the Loch Ness Monster, was actually a dinosaur that existed at the same time as man. An assertion which conflicts with the theory of evolution, because of course, evolution kind of wipes out most of the shite in the Bible, and Christians can't deal with that, so they try to debunk evolution as a science and say that dinosaurs and people all live together in harmony about
Get out of here.
Literally, get out. About 5,000 years ago.
So who sponsors this shit? Sasquatch? This is stupid.
The Times Educational Supplement, a British publication for teachers, published an article in 2009 that included an excerpt from an Accelerated Christian Education biology textbook, which was published in 1995. And it reads, this is from the textbook: "Are dinosaurs alive today? Scientists are becoming more convinced of their existence. Have you heard of the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland? Nessie for short has been recorded on sonar from a small submarine, described by eyewitnesses and photographed by others. Nessie appears to be a plesiosaur. Could a fish have developed into a dinosaur?
Oh man,
As
this is
astonishing as it may
bullshit.
seem, many evolutionists theorize that fish evolved into amphibians and amphibian into reptiles. This gradual change from fish to reptile has no scientific basis. No transitional fossils have been or ever will be discovered because God created each type of fish, amphibian, and reptile as separate, unique animals. Any similarities that exist among them are due to the fact that one master craftsman fashioned them all.
Get out of here.
So,
That's hokum.
they've been looking for the Loch Ness Monster since before I was alive.
Listen. This motherfucking Loch Ness Monster was trained by ninjas. Obviously, aquatic ninjas, because this fucking shit can disappear whenever it needs. Something as large as that.
Yeah.
With all of the technology, we can go down. James Cameron just went down to the fucking Earth's core practically. You understand? Seeing shit that ain't never been seen before at depths never been traveled before. But this Loch Ness thing that everyone was trying to find somehow turns invisible, loses all body mass and everything, and evades capture, evades discovery each and every time. This is bullshit.
No, what's bullshit is that Bruce Wilson, a researcher specializing in the American political and religious right, told the Scotsman, I believe that's a paper, that one of the texts also claims dinosaurs were fire-breathing dragons.
Oh my God.
Fire-breathing dragons.
This motherfucker been reading Game of Thrones too much. This is a
Fire-breathing dragons. See,
Get out of here.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
and then Christians wonder why they're ridiculed. You know, they wonder why they receive scorn.
Are you serious?
And, you know,
This guy saw Rain of Fire with Christian Bale too many times. Puff from back in the days. Well, I mean, what? Who is supposed to actually? Okay, first of all, how can you tie in this madness to an actual issue and expect anyone to take you seriously? That's the thing that gets me.
But
That's
see-
the insane part.
But when you're backed by your beliefs, which are backed by nothing.
Belief in what?
Nothing.
Fucking Jack Daniels? This person is obviously drunk and crazy. This is a waste of resources, a waste of money.
Not if it brings
They're
you closer to God.
poisoning children's minds with madness. So when the child goes home and says, "Hey, I'm afraid of the dark because the boogeyman is in my closet," or something like that. Oh, what? Now the kid is conflicted because, oh no, dear, there's no such thing as a boogeyman. There's no such thing. Well, my school tells me that the Loch Ness Monster exists.
But if the kid is going to that school, the parents sent them there. So the parents want them to receive this type of nonsense because they're fucking crazy too.
Well, hopefully the parents did not know.
They do.
I don't know what to say about that because that is absolutely ridiculous. That's as official as Barney. Literally.
But you want it to get better? Raise your hands if you want it to get better.
Don't.
Okay, I see you out there.
Oh, yeah.
It gets better. One of the textbooks also provides a somewhat controversial look at the Ku Klux Klan.
A word?
You all know the Klan.
Yeah. Pointy head,
That
white,
would burn us alive if they were able to
crucify
walk into
us,
this place.
drag us until
those
we
guys.
disintegrate. Yeah.
Yeah. The Ku Klux Klan in some areas of the country
Did you say the Ku Cups and Clams?
the Ku Klux Klan
Oh, okay.
in some areas of the country tried to be a means of reform, fighting the decline of immorality and using the symbols of the cross.
Mm-hmm.
In some communities, it achieved a certain level of respectability as it worked with politicians. So apparently, we're all wrong.
Get out of here.
We're all wrong.
The Klan was trying to bring Jesus into the lives of all those black people that they burned those.
Oh yeah, the black mongrels, blasphemous black mongrels, by virtue of their complexion.
We're not going to heaven anyway.
Yeah.
Simply
Yeah.
because we're black.
Yeah, so-
according to the Klan. Oh, and don't forget the Jews.
Oh yeah, that's the Jewish. Oh god. What?
FYI, Jews are the only people that the Klan hate more than black people.
Yeah.
The Jews.
Yeah. The Klan is fucked up, but I mean, I really wanted to understand exactly, because it seems like Jewish people catch a bad rap from all over the fucking place too, man.
Well, that's the whole Christ killing thing, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, that's true. They did serve him up on a platter according to that book. They served him up on a platter to get horsewhipped for like fucking 2 days straight. With the dock chains and all other kind of shit like that. So I guess because of that, if you actually believe that story, yeah, you'd probably definitely.
Sure. So
even though I thought he was supposed to sacrifice himself for us. So in the means of which he happened to die, was that necessarily relevant? I mean, how does that whole thing go?
Well, this is of course the funny part because Jesus knew that he was supposed to die.
That's what I'm saying.
Due to the prophecy.
Yeah, so he knew he was going to catch a bad one.
Right.
So,
but as I've often questioned, how is it a prophecy if you try to fulfill it yourself? That's like me saying Skillet Sauce is going to get hit by the number 61 bus when he steps outside of the building,
and then throw him in front of it
at 7:30, and then I chuck him in front of the 61 bus. Has a prophecy been fulfilled, or am I a murderer?
Yeah, basically.
Did Jesus fulfill a prophecy, or he was just an idiot who committed suicide? These are the little hairs that really. It bothers me, It's just why I can't just open my mouth and have the priests and ministers shit in it and eat it, as you people do willingly. And I'll say, I don't think a lot, I don't think all of you Christians are stupid enough to believe that a Loch Ness Monster actually exists, just because these people want to try and disprove evolution. But seriously, what's the difference? Loch Ness Monster. Coming out of a fucking cave after 3 days of death. Loch Ness Monster, turning fucking wine. I wrote a book about this, and if you do the math, seriously, if you do the math on, Jesus and the apostles, and of course I know most of you Christians don't know this, but Jesus actually gave all 12 of his apostles his powers. So they all had the power to heal the sick. They all had the power to raise the dead. They all had the power to do all of this shit. And these cats went around Jerusalem, or wherever the fuck it is they were, healing and doing all of this shit. So you have 13 cats performing miracles on a daily basis. They didn't have unions back then, so they could fucking work as long as they wanted to.
Like the 13 deadly venoms.
Right. And you're expecting me to believe that when it was time to choose between a known murderer, I think Barabbas his name was, and Jesus to be crucified, these Jews couldn't believe that he was the Messiah, even though he and a basketball team were running around performing miracles. It doesn't make any sense. This shit here doesn't make any sense. But I guess when you're afraid of flames licking your ass for all eternity, you people will believe just about any goddamn thing. Except when it comes from a Muslim or a Jew.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 3 cheers for Louisiana. You already had the reputation of being stupid with good food. Now you're going to be incredibly dumb with good food. So yeah, you all sit on that, and we will be back once again in another couple of minutes.
We're trying to